Hi everyone, it's Darlene. It is Monday, Shaw's Flyer Day. I have the new Shaw's Flyer up for you late. I didn't get it posted until after 3 p.m. I had scanner issues again, but better late than never. And I also have the new Shaw's Big Book of Savings that I will be posting a bit later. I am going to run out for milk before our storm. Yes, I'm going to be one of those people who wants to go get milk at the last minute. I even went to Shaw's today to pick up the flyer, and I just did my reduced sections, and there was no milk in reduced, so it never dawned on me that I probably should have just picked some up at regular price. But I'll run to Cumbies and get some. And I hope that we don't have much of a storm because I have no generator. I think we have 2 candles, and I don't even have a shovel. My shovel broke, and I put it out the last time the trash picked up, and I have like a big scoop thing, but that doesn't work for shoveling. It only works if you want to, push snow around. So, should be interesting. Okay, let's get going. I am going to chat with you while you look at the flyer because I want to let you know about a few things. And I will stop if I see anything that I think is worth talking about. But, gee, choking on my coffee here. What I really wanted to say, this is going to be hard because I am half concentrating on what I'm looking at. So, okay, but one thing I wanted to say is I find when I chat with you guys that it helps me so much in so many different ways, which I will get into a bit later. So I actually think I'm going to start vlogging, which is like a video blog where it's just more of a casual, personal kind of chit-chat and, just take some time to get some me time without having to talk over a Shaw's flyer or a Red Plum preview. And, okay, I want to stop here at the 3-day sale. Let's see, back up. Ooh, Cracker Barrel, $1.99. That's a good price no matter what. And will be good for my savings catchers. The coffee will be 2, Oreos 2. Ooh, I saw a recipe for copycat Oreos, and I'm secretly thinking of doing a video on that. I've mentioned before that I want to start doing some cooking videos just so you can have a big laugh, and I think it would be cool to do an Oreo copy cake. Copycat. And I say that because the cookie really looked nothing like it, like an Oreo, but I'm thinking it's the flavor that counts. So maybe I'll make a cake too. Okay, back to my chit-chat. Oh no, there's just too much for me to look at here. That's right, we have the Cantastic sale again. So we have a lot of canned goods that will be on sale, and we don't get a lot of coupons for canned goods, so sometimes it's good to stock up just when they're on sale. But I find that Walmart regular prices, especially if you buy the Great Value brand, is still going to save you more than buying brand name during a sale at Shaw's. For instance, I noticed that, where are they? I noticed, okay, right here, the Libbys Vegetables, 3 for $2. These are regularly only 50 cents at Walmart for the Libbys. And, so that would be 3 for $1.50. So right there, you'd save more if you want Libbys. If you wanted the Great Value, gee, are Great Value actually cheaper than 50 cents? I don't know. That Libbys, I'm going to see if I can see. Hang on. Well, I see that the price went up. I know they were 50 cents a little while ago because I bought like a dozen cans and at 50 cents. Now they're back up to 77. I should have stocked up. I can't find the Great Value brand right now on their site, so I don't know how much those are. But anyway, what I'm saying is If Shaw's is your only option, then by all means, buy some veggies when they're on sale. If you have other options, don't get caught into thinking that this is the best price just because it's on sale, because even Essential Everyday brand is probably cheaper than the Libbys, and anything is probably cheaper at Shaw's. So, but if we can get some coupons to go along with these, well, then that's good. So, what was I saying? Oh my goodness, my phone made a vibration sound that I've never heard before. I don't even know what that means. I guess I wanted to chat about chatting. Yes, so I have a lot of different things that there's times that I would like to talk about them, but I pretty much have no one to talk to. So I know that there's a lot of you out there that probably go through the same things I go through, and I thought maybe I can start vlogging and talking about things other than deals for my sanity, and maybe it will help somebody else. And one of the things is depression. I know some of you know this about me, some of you don't, but I suffer from depression to the point where sometimes it's debilitating and completely controls my life. I also have a lot of anxiety issues, and I'm obese, so I've got that to deal with. And I have very low self-esteem. In other words, I'm a loser. No, I'm just kidding. But I know it surprises some because people who know me think, you don't look depressed, you don't sound depressed. And it's like depression is a whole other creature that unless somebody has suffered it, I don't think you really get it. And even if you live with somebody who suffers from depression, I think it's hard to really understand. I know it's hard for anybody who knows me and lives with me to understand what it is. So it's things like that that I'd like to talk about. And I know that I do touch on personal things when I'm looking at the flyer, and it's because that's pretty much the only time I have to chat. And but I know some of you don't like that, and I understand that. So I did want to take time to let those of you know who don't like to hear me talk that you don't have to. Seriously, you don't. I always, under the video, give you the link to go look at the flyer all by yourself, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. When you're watching one of my videos, which would normally be in this box up here, if you're on a full screen, just click down in the corner to exit the full screen, and then scroll down a little bit. And this is the info box. Sometimes it's closed up where you can barely see anything. Click on Show More, and you'll see that I have the flyer link right here. If you were to click on that, it would take you to the flyer. And you can just scroll through the flyer all by yourself in peace and quiet. You don't have to listen to me talk. You can listen to the kids hollering instead, or your husband complaining about something, and or maybe you just want the radio on. So you can do that. You can also always go to my blog, and it's taking a minute to get there. If you look up above in the header, you're going to see Shaw's flyer, and you can just hover over that and then click on the flyer you want. I've got to tidy this up here because I've got some extras in there that need to come out now. And the Big Book of Savings is always up there too. So you're always welcome to look at the flyer alone. And while I'm on that subject, and what makes me even think of this is that it's very hard as a blogger. I'm saying this only through my experience, but I know enough bloggers to know that I'm not the only one who goes through this. We bloggers can get 100 things said a day that are nice and awesome, and that feels great. It really does. But then there'll be like the one or two yucky comments or emails or Well, those are the only thing. Messages. I mean, I'm trying to think of all the ways that somebody can communicate with me. Thank goodness nobody calls me on the phone yet just to give me hell. But some people can be very mean, and those sting. It's easy to get stung. After a while, you start to grow a thick skin where you can just overlook it. But the thing is that I take all the comments seriously because in case you don't realize, bloggers make money from a blog. I earn my living this way, so I absolutely don't want people to disappear if they don't like what I'm doing. So here's what I'm going to say. Instead of sending me something mean, and I am going to do a vlog on this at some point because I absolutely can't believe how some adults think it's okay to spew filth at someone just because they don't like what they're doing and because they're hidden behind a profile or something. Here's the coupons down here, and I got to look at those too. But I just want to wrap up quickly with what I'm saying. But like, I will get an email that'll say something like, I have been following you since the beginning. I'm one of your most loyal fans, and I've always appreciated what you do. But now you show us a video and you talk about your personal life. I hate that. And of course, hear my voice. I have no idea what the tone is. But when I read an email that says stuff like that, that's the way I hear it. So when you email somebody, stop and think, is this going to come across as something useful, or is it just going to hurt the person who reads it? Now, if you're out to hurt, okay, I know there's a lot of haters and hurters. You're good at that. I get that. But if you are trying to accomplish getting something your way, there are nicer ways to say it. I promise you there are nicer ways, and you might feel better saying it in a nicer way. You would certainly make me feel better. But again, if you're out to hurt me, I understand that. I know there are people, that's what they get their kicks out of hurting someone. I'm never going to change those people. But I know there are some people out there, I think you might mean well by saying, look, I want you to stay doing the exact same thing, darling, that you've been doing for 3 years. I simply can't. I have to have other outlets. The other thing is that I also get a lot of people who say, I appreciate what you've done. You have helped my family so much. You have saved me so much money. And I know what that feels like because at the time it was Christy Corns with I Love to Gossip. She is now Christy Vachon with Coupon Karma. She was that person for me. She changed my life and helped me to save money just by following her blog. I understand that feeling. I know how good it feels to be able to fall into the whole couponing and to get it and to have a blog to follow and to have a mentor. I understand all that. So I know how thankful I was and am to Christy. Those of you who feel that way about me, you could just as easily say to me, if I do something that you don't particularly care for, you could say to yourself and to me, but mostly to yourself, you know, Darlene is doing something right now that I'm not all that interested in, but my goodness, she probably enjoys it. So in a way to thank Darlene, I'm going to go along with what she's doing and support it as a payback for the way she helped me and my family. See how that works? Sometimes you got to just like what somebody else does or just be nice to them when they're doing it as a way to say thank you. I would appreciate that because I'm telling you, you know, it's not always nice to get shit in your email, you know? So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute because I'm human. I appreciate you watching my videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.